eating a sheet of paper a day. Day 867. Also, this is not nearly structurally integral enough. I feel like I have to like layer what lotion bottle behind. There we go. That's beautiful. Okay. Ladies and also gentlemen, and not in between, all right? We have beliefs here. We are prepared this time in a different house, but with Fanta Orange, which I think will do a little bit better than the orange cream Coke we were doing a couple weeks ago. So, trust me, I think we're in a better position than before, and I think I can see the chat. Anyone who's here, don't be an introvert. Put your shit in the chat and make sure. Insane production. I know, right? This particular setup, we really sunk 20K in there. I think 25K because there were taxes. But enjoying the luxuries of a good setup. Enjoying it so much that I'm drinking before I'm eating. What the hell? First things first. Also, we might get copyrighted. Hold on one second. I'm risking a lot here, so I might be wrong about that. But, all right. I'm surprised on how many people are here. This is great. I think I'm doing the stream a bit early. Let me check the time. No, I'm not. Okay, we're good. No, I feel like Fanta, it's one of those sodas that's underrated because everyone dismisses citrus and orange-flavored stuff for some reason. People consider, I mean, for me personally, I do consider orange to be one of the grosser fruits. There's seeds. There's that weird, like, orange foreskin, that, like, white shit that's, like, stuck on the fruit. I just want the juice, guys. And maybe the pulp on, like, if I'm feeling extra hungry, but oranges are just gross. With apples, you just get the skin and the meat, and that's it. But with oranges, it's just this it's so messy. It's an anti-OCD fruit. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, in soda form, it just kind of works. Again, half of every single grape, or no, like, yeah, half of all grapes that I get in a grape basket are soft and rotten, right? There's, like, mold in there. Maybe I'm just getting the wrong grapes. Maybe I'm not getting them at, like, I don't know, Farmer's Market week or something when they're all fresh. But I will say grape soda is excellent. So maybe my love for certain sodas comes from maybe the lack of presence of a good example of the fruit in my life. I'm using very convoluted sentences just to say I like orange and grape soda. So, you know, whatever. But, hold on. Matter of fact, can we rank some sodas in here? True Holly. What does... There's no Holly... Oh, never mind. Okay, I know Holly's probably in here, but I'm streaming off mobile right now, and unfortunately, I believe that YouTube engages in a little bit of censorship, especially on mobile. On my computer, I have the choice to either show a slur or to hide a slur in comment form. For some reason, I don't get that here, which is very frustrating. I want for every slur to be exposed, out in the open, to be heard and seen publicly on the internet. Again, this is a big boy adult stream. If you can't handle it, go over to Bob the Builder live stream or whatever the fuck. But, yeah, Holly, I'm sure you commented something. I just didn't see it, so I do apologize. This is going to be falling down a lot, too, because this empty lotion bottle is not heavy enough. There's got to be something better. Give me a second. What else do we have, huh? A Rubik's Cube? That's not enough. There's another lotion. This one's a little heavier. Okay, let's try... There we go. If I just stack the lotion on top of the wet wipe canister, maybe... I didn't mean it like a name. Oh, never mind. There was a person named Holly in here yesterday. Whatever. I like how it took me like maybe it took me like 30 seconds to go off on a diatribe about YouTube censorship and telling the viewers who are not grown-ups to get the fuck out over a basic misunderstanding about the word Holly. That's the chain of events that happens here on the paper stream. Z says based. Z, welcome back. This is, I think, your third stream. You're kind of like what is it? You're like the Pizza Planet truck cameo in a Pixar movie, because you're only seen for like a couple seconds every so often, once in a blue moon. When you show up, you are a welcome sight, though. It's nice to see you again, mister. Matey says, hello, bros. I appreciate how Matey can sense my demographic statistics here. Yes. I will say, for good content, the main channel, it is 96% last time I checked, 96% men. And then last time I checked here, it was about 47% women, which is interesting. Although maybe paper reading encourages a lot of people who just fake their account information, but I'd say it's more likely that women just have a tendency to enjoy long-form content involving someone who is dedicating his body to science. I think women find that honorable. Okay. Z says, I'm a girl. Well, fucking how about that, huh? My point proven. I'll say this, your profile picture and your name makes you very gender ambiguous, so it's a crazy reveal. So, in Chai, I believe, is a lady as well. So, I believe, not including me and this guy back here, the majority of people on this stream right now are ladies. So, what the fuck am I talking about? Monkey type shit, please reveal that you got boobs, please. I think he's a guy, to be fair. His name is Monkey type shit, after all. Okay, let's stop screwing around, okay? Lady, guy, why does it matter, all right? The end goal is the paper and my mouth consuming it. Damn, we just had another jump. 7 viewers, huh? I didn't even promo this shit on Instagram. You know, it's girls' afternoon out on the paper stream. This is great. This is so... It makes me look so good in front of the autism summer camp people who are going to be looking at my resume and browsing my entire internet content. I hope this is going to be the representative stream and not the one from like 2 weeks ago where I said a bunch of shit. But it's fine. By the way, yeah, news. I don't know if I should... I know people have gotten, like, promoted to NASA, like NASA space captain, and they go on Twitter and rant about it, about how, like, apparently their NASA captain's an idiot, and then that tweet goes viral and they lose their job. I hope... I mean, I'm not at NASA, and this is not really high stakes, but I'm going to be working with autistic children, which sounds like a troll, but I promise you, it's totally real. We are encouraged to bring weapons in order to kind of keep them in line with, of course, not deal bodily harm. It's all for appearances. None of the guns are loaded. If a counselor who's looking over my resume is watching this, that was a joke I only tell on the paper stream, so trust me, we're going to be keeping it at the very least PG-13, if not less, you know? You got to have a little bit of edge in order to appeal to the youth, you know? I'm such a fucking professional, guys. Alright, enough of that. But yeah, it's exciting. Because I do know that I'm quite, you should start Autistic Kid Boxing. Oh no, that's our plan. We're going to start it over there. I place $15 bets for each kid, and trust me, I know retard strength when I see it, so I'll be able to make smart bets. Yeah, I will say, by the time they see the application, this will be buried in so much shit, no one's gonna find this part. The possibilities are very low. It's like Powerball lottery odds. But if they find it, that would be a very funny thing to clip and say, hey, I lost my job because of this, you know? And plus, they should know that my intention is not to get children to box. The system is already permissible for that, so it would happen anyways without my contribution. But so when I place my bets, just know I don't create the system. The system created me. Got a screen record. Thanks. If you want to know my employer's phone number, it's 858-216-5646. Send a Game Pigeon 8-ball to them. They'll probably beat you. Okay. Normally mobile streams go a little shorter, so we're going to wrap it up. Also, I mean, Mia and Dom got places to be. We got to initiate a business deal. Alright, nice and slow and steady. I know you guys, again, the question that gets asked every so often is he going to make it? The tension builds. He has 5 pieces left. Is he going to choke and die? You know, now we have double the stakes. Not only am I at risk of dying, but I'm at risk of my employer finding this stream. Yeah, there's a lot left, huh? Keep forgetting. This is why it goes to, like, what is it, half an hour most times? Because I endlessly talk and there's lots of pieces. You gotta be efficient, ma'am. Also, I know you don't believe me, Mr. Shit, but I will be doing Twitch streams soon. I just gotta wait for this series to end, honestly. I feel like if there's overlap between the Twitch streams and these streams, it'd be weird. So, what I might do on the day 1000 is go, hey, I'm starting a Twitch thing. It's gonna be regular streaming. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna be doing, but hopefully by day 1000, I will have figured it out. Excuse me. And then, or whatever streaming service. It could be Kick, it could be Kick 2, it could be Twitch 3. You know, it seems like most streaming most live streaming platforms are kind of dying, so there might be a little bit of a renaissance. Hopefully, 150 days is enough time for them to get their shit together. Just let it go. Shut the fuck up. I'm totally gonna do it. Dude, you're gonna weep when I end up consistently doing Twitch or Kick or Twitch 2 or Twitch 3 streams. You'll be going, you know what, Brian? Give it to you. Or you'll say nothing. I've disproven you like at least 5 times already. Dude, you're not going to be doing streams. It's going to be pre-recordeds all the way. Well, guess what? Only 2 pre-recordeds this week, biatch. Okay, let's stop screwing around. Let's actually concentrate. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty consistent, by the way. There are lots of streamers that are out there who only stream like twice a week, alright? Haha, that's child's play, alright? 5 times a week, if not more. In fact, there was a couple weeks where I think I streamed straight up 6 to 7 times a week. Get on my fucking level. I like to see your monkey-type shit live streaming for you to make it consistent, man. I want to see that before I see any judgment. I mean, to be fair, you can judge all you want, but then I can also judge your judgment. That's how this works. That's how America works. I'm the judgment judge. I'm judging your judgment. Let's eat paper. Let's focus. That's the cool thing about doing like a Twitch stream. I'll have no excuse after I make a bad one-liner. I'm gonna have to like fully commit to it because there's no extracurricular activity to, you know, streamline and focus back on. So, you know, I'll have to go, damn, that one-liner sucked, and that's what I'm here to do. Thanks, guys. What does it taste like? It depends on what liquid is used. Now, if it's water, it's kind of bitter, has a little bit of about 2% umami, about 15% bitter, like straight up bitter taste, like lemon peel, but without the lemon taste, just the peel. You know the bitter part of an orange? Like I was talking about the orange foreskin, like the white part that peels off? That's what I'm talking about. What would I do if I started streaming on Twitch? That's an interesting question. You know, I see people who literally just spend hours on end browsing Twitter and then giving their takes. I could definitely have a browser pulled up with YouTube. If some significant cultural event happens, or if it's some sort of, like, say, political dissertation or political debate, I could commentate over that. It's a personal passion. I'm sure some of you guys get stressed out by that stuff, but it's something that I care a lot about. You know, the state of the world and whatnot. But also, I mean, there are video games that are out. I'm not a video game guy. That's my Achilles heel. But I will figure something out. Please don't browse Twitter. That makes me want to do it even more. No, I'm just imagining all the shit that you'll find, because it's all just rage bait, right? You'll see an outrageous take. Like, oh man, Gumball was the worst Cartoon Network show, and then you'll find it being absolutely ratioed in the replies, and that's how they get more engagement. That's how they steal money. That's how they hoodwink us. Thoughts on cooking the paper. Okay, go back to day 200. I sauteed it using a candle that I was balancing on my knee. Almost fell down, and my room is very flammable. It has lots of rug and little pieces of straw everywhere. I'm a farm boy. And also lots of paper, you know, lots of paper that I intend to be eaten on future streams. But on day 200, yeah, the left candle on my left knee almost fucking fell down. But it was worth it, because I was able to understand kind of the culinary effect of sauteing a paper, or not sauteing it, flambeing the pepper, or not the pepper, the paper. It tasted like shit, is all I'm saying. What are my thoughts on the recent Canadian election? All I've seen, I am yet to be privy on all this stuff, but I've been hearing some news that Canada is over. Hashtag Canada's over party. I'm going to check a world map in about a week, and I do think Canada's still going to be there. I'm guessing the implication is that the government is being doomed. I'm an American, in case people don't know, so I normally try to be kind of more because, I mean, a lot of what happens in the modern world requires so much knowledge of different political stuff. Like, to even be knowledgeable about our own nation's problems, it's a near impossible task. I mean, confirmation bias is inevitable when we're required to know so much in an unbiased form. We'll have to use shortcuts and compartmentalization of points of view with the attributing information. That's gonna happen. So obviously, yes, I'm admitting I'm biased. However, that's also an excuse as to why I don't know about this stuff. I did hear about the Canadian election, though. You said I was stuck on yeah, well, because that stupid candy thing, like, you're balancing on a moving platform, and that fucking, there's this, oh my god, it's because it's randomized. You have, like, the 5 little candy fuckers. The candy corn guy I can deal with easily, any day of the week. The gobstopper guy, dude, child's play. I could do that shit with my ass closed. But it's this fucking gumball guy. It's like a guy with his head open, and it's like a gumball machine, and gumballs are flying out. That's completely random. That's, like, nearly impossible to dodge. And, like, here's the thing. In Cuphead, the movements are so obtuse over controller that, like, if I just, like, the smallest amount of movement that you can zoom or jump, it's enough to, like, create a level of uncertainty of distance so you can just dash. Well, that's what I've been trying to do, man, but there's the moving platform, and when I'm put in a rut, which is often when the gumball is, like, maybe a couple centimeters away from my head, my Cuphead, I I have to try and, like, jump or do the dash out of the way, but when I do that, I move a significant amount of feet. The unpredictability of the gumballs coming out of the gumball machine's head spraying at a level of uncertainty where I can't micromanage every single gumball. There's like 20 of them spilling over on me at a time. So what I'm saying is that it's difficult, and it's purely luck-based, too, at points, it feels. I mean, I'm sure there's a way. There we go. Sorry about that, we had some technical difficulties. There was a large blimp overhead. It was fucking up our house bandwidth. And for the record, that phone number was my phone number. I'm doing this with my phone. This is a bit of a MacGyver-type fuck-up, so just call me after we fucking do the stream. Then we'll be able to talk about how I'm not achieving enough or whatever. Yes, I will do Twitch streams. It'll just take a year, or 2, or 5, or 10. Whoops, my bad. I'm sure you want to call me about another existential crisis. Be glad it's not on stream this time, okay? We'll talk about it later. Or to say that you're having a good day, and then I learn that you're actually having a bad day. Whichever one. If you insist, Moses. I'm learning how to give more people the benefit of the doubt. Right? It's the same thing as telling people to score yesterday rather than today. You don't want to predetermine people's day with pessimism. So, you know, the more I give you a platform to talk about how things are falling apart, then they will. That's good. That's good, Moses. No, I notice things are improving. The longer the hair, the better you fare. So, I hope that things get better. I hope your hair gets longer. And you seem to be frowning a little less. Although I don't really see you frown. Whenever you're suffering, you're just kind of... Hey, Brian. Goodbye. You kind of do that, but... I think you're in a better place. Again, I can't really read people. I'm not good with facial expressions and whatnot, but... I can make a guess. I can make a guess that things are getting better. I mean, you were in such a rut last year. I don't know how it could possibly get any worse without you, you know, ending your life. So, I'm glad things are getting better, man. I told you it'd be inevitable. No matter what... You can't have valleys without mountains. Things were gonna go up no matter what, man. You had hit bedrock. You can't go any lower. Okay, let's finish this paper. Thank you guys so much for watching. Wait, okay, I'm coming in too early. Give me a second. I don't even have to, like, fight my gag reflex with the Fanta Orange. Shout out to Dom for providing that. Really makes this a whole lot easier. Yeah, dude, seriously.
Why'd you put that on? What the heck?
I don't even know what you're talking about. Also, we found that the majority of people in here are women. Z is a woman. Really? Yeah. May is a woman. Shoe on Bones is a lady.
Look at you
They're
go.
simply watching platonically, but yes.
Yeah, but like still, you know. Yeah, like, oh, like look at you go.
That is true. How are you doing, daughter? Oh, I'm just watching a guy around my age eat paper for half an hour every night. This is a Dom, by the way. He's
no,
going.
that's me. Oh, I just blinked. Is that Ninja?
It's Ninja's brother, Binja. No,
no, he's like actually blinking.
Well, no, because it's. Yeah, I mean.
I thought it was a picture.
Well, no, it's a.
He's doing a real good job at like standing still.
Yeah, he's our special guest. He's Skyping in. He's actually watching this whole thing. So just know he's silently judging all of you.
Who said Dawn? That's not my name.
W.
Hey, Dawn.
It's like a grandpa name.
It's like Dean's brother. My fault drinker.
Don Davidson. Well, anyways, I only stayed for Don. This is what I'm talking about. Hey, congrats,
I'm
man.
not Don. Nah.
You were almost there, Z. You
bro.
were so close. You were almost there.
I'm not Dawn.
Thank you so much for watching 887 of Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day. I'll see you tomorrow. It'll be day 888. Hey, Siamese triplets.
Remember to live, laugh, cry,
And also not die. And until next time,
goodbye.
Goodbye.